So this is going to be a live update video essentially, but mostly announcing RTSTC Truth because I filmed this before months ago and I cannot find the footage, and I think I may have mixed it up with something else and accidentally deleted it. So if I'm wearing two different outfits and have hair, or more hair rather, because I do have hair, she's growing in nicely, and there will be a video explaining the journey and why I cut my hair again, and most likely for the final time. But this is about RTSTC Truth, which is my sustainable luxury fashion company, and it's artistic, literally just spelled without the vowels. So RTSTC, so no A, no I, because we do things and we want to empower and encourage everyone to do things, okay, without apology, insult, or insecurity. Okay, so RTSTC Truth has been in the making for years, far beyond my own acknowledgement or realization. I've always been a creative person. I've always wanted to do things that are big and bold and just helpful to others, I realized, but also had a creative outlet, and also being my own boss, and I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit inside of me without even noticing. So when I was younger, I wanted to be a lot of things. Still kind of want to do. I still want to do a lot of things, but I was very ambitious. Used to read the dictionary. A lot of things where I'm like, all right, I need to tap back into little Nicole because she is an icon in the making. Okay, I am an icon in the making, and just a lot of self-doubt. And again, I didn't really realize that the building blocks were being aligned and built into what this is, and I feel like what this is nowhere near comparison to what we're going to be, God willing. God has been molding my life and shaping it to this very moment, and like I said, beyond. So when I was younger, things that I definitely realized tied into it, I used to love doing poetry. I really believed that I was going to be a rapper. I had a rap stage name and all, signature. I used to practice that signature to the T, okay? It had to be correct. I'm sure I can do it. And just so creative, even when I think about how that is and how I write things now, just very creative. Then, well, when I was 8, I wanted to be a corporate lawyer because my after school program, which I really wish they would still have after school programs, even now, unfortunately, even if it was virtual, that'd be amazing. But my after school program was literally elite, ahead of itself, and it was free for the most part, as far as I know. Started by the heir of Duke University. So when he was 19 and he decided to do this whole big thing, maybe one day I'll do a story about it, and just interesting things in my life and interesting blessings that have been a part of my life. So anywho, I want to be a corporate lawyer because he mentioned the entry salary. And again, I was 8 years old and I was like, ooh, that sounds good. Corporate lawyer sounds great. And just what it entails sounded cool. So corporate business, right? But I didn't, again, these are just I'm just giving you little facts that now I'm like, wow, it's so interesting how it all comes together beyond our little understanding, right? But God already knows. So, and all glory be to him. Yes, you will hear me say that a lot because it's very true. And very true to me, very true. So corporate lawyer, I want to be a corporate lawyer. Like I said, I read the dictionary and stuff like that daily. I was in gifted and talented and things like that, but that aside. So I wanted to be a corporate lawyer. Then I wanted to be, I wanted to have an advice column in my own magazine. It was never gossip column, which I also find very interesting. I've always wanted to have an advice column, and I have a podcast called Taking My Own Advice. Link it down below. I haven't been as consistent, but we working on it. You see me here on YouTube. I'm trying to get back to the person that I'm sure God wants me to be, and remove that self-doubt. again, we have a journey. Follow me. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Anyway, so want to be a corporate lawyer, want to have my own advice column in my own magazine. I still want a zine, and hopefully we'll work on that. I think a digital one might be, and maybe a limited edition limited edition physical print copy may be something that we, God willing, will be able to curate very soon. But anyway, want to be a corporate lawyer, have my own magazine, and have my own advice column in that magazine. Want to be a rapper, because I did poetry and all that stuff. Want to be a rapper. Then I was like, you know what? I want to be an A&R executive. Now this is all before like 10. I wanted to be maybe A&R was between 10 and 11 years old. How I knew about A&R, I looked it up. Like, I don't know. It was literally, like I said, young Nicole, she is elite. Like, she is an icon in the making, and I'm so sorry to her that I let a lot of self-doubts hold me back from a lot of different things, and I don't want to live with regret, and I always rebuke that, like, Lord, please, I pray that I will not ever regret not doing what I didn't do, and just accept the fact that I didn't do it, but it still got me here. Like, all this would get you to where you're supposed to be inevitably, is what I'm praying, and that's what I feel like it is at the end of the day. But yes, it would have been nice to be consistent on YouTube and see how far I would have gone, and just do all the things that I really said I wanted to do. Lose this weight, keep it off, like a lot of things. But in the end, we're working on it. So 30, just turned 30. 30 is going to be elite. I feel it. And I claim in Jesus' name. I trust and claim, believe it. Amen, y'all. And now, don't wait till 30 if you're not 30. And don't think it's too late if you're past 30. Do it now. Now. We really do only have a limited amount of time on this side of life. Make it all that you can. Like, live your purpose, and not in the sense of like, oh, like live intentionally. I'll say it like that. Live intentionally. Live the way you feel God wants you to live. Like, seek his discernment, seek his guidance, trust in him. Don't rely on literally what you see. Live by faith, you know what I mean? And not by fear. That's another thing I'm telling myself. Like, I can't have faith and worry. That's an oxymoron. That doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be a corporate lawyer. I wanted to have a magazine and an advice column in my magazine. I wanted to be an A&R executive. All of these things align with pretty much what Artistic Truth is working on and working towards and beyond, because I also want something else, but I'm not going to talk about it too prematurely. It has to do with music. But anyway, so, and God willing, I trust that that's going to happen as well. So think about it. It's like the creativity is there, the wanting to help others. An A&R executive is not for you to become the artist. It's for you to get artists and help them get signed, connect the dots, help them get work, help them get booked, help them get, like, you are basically the liaison, the bridge between the artist and the record label, or the, like the producers, that whole, like, pretty much fantasy that they want. You are the person to help bridge that gap. So, and just, I wanted my own clothing brand. Like, I wanted my own clothing line for a very long time. I definitely wanted to be in fashion for a long time. I've always imagined myself at Fashion Week attending, and God willing, we will be attending and featured, and from New York City. So I would always think these things would be possible and then just not act on it. And so one day I wanted to work with Vogue. Like, there's just a lot of things I'm like, it always just felt too far, like felt like a fantasy. But I need to realize that in my life, the things that seem like fantasies and out of this world for others happens for me. All glory be to God. I remember one time there was an artist that my friends and I went to go see. Let me know if y'all want story time, because I have very interesting, like, celebrity encounter. I say celebrities because at the end of the day they're all real people, but they're just more known or have, like, certain accolades that they're recognized for. Anyway, but at the end of the day they're regular people. But I have some interesting celebrity encounters. Let me know if y'all want a story time on that. But this particular singer, I was in college, and my friends and I, we were going to go see him at a different school, and that was like close to our school town. And I was like, oh my goodness, imagine if he's like sings to us. Like, imagine if he like brings us to on stage. Imagine this, imagine that, imagine. I don't know why I felt like and he was really popping, especially that year in 2009. Like, his album was, it was that album. So anyway, it was always, yes, his album was on repeat in different rooms. Like, you could hear it playing from cars, from this, from that. 2009, he was that dude. He was that singer. He's very handsome now. He's a dad and all that stuff. Y'all still probably can't guess, but like I said, I gave y'all some clues. 2009. If you know who it is, or you think you know who it is, let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'll do a little sign. I don't know if you get it. The first person to get it right, who I know doesn't know, like, no, me personally. Let's see, I guess, and let me know again if you want to see any celebrity encounter, like story times, because I could do that as well. Celebrity. But anyway, I was like, imagine if he does this, imagine he does that. And my friends were like, yeah, Nicole, like, you're so crazy. That'd be like, oh my goodness, that'd be fun. But like, bring it down. You know what I mean? But they're so used to my like fanciful or ideologic like thoughts that they're just like, okay, Nicole's just being Nicole. Whose hand was he holding and singing to? This 18-year-old at the time. Me! Yes, he was. Front row, held my hand, was singing. And I don't mean like 1-2 second. Like, singing. If I could think of this song. Oh, wait. Then y'all know the artist. But I remember writing, and I wish I had that ticket. I remember writing on the ticket, like, what the 2 songs were. Because I was, like, I knew him. I knew his older songs. But I was just getting, like, really into him because of this specific album. So it was between 2 songs. But either way, to this day, I remember that. And, yo, so it was supposed to be a bunch of us. This is a short story time. It was supposed to be a bunch of us. It wound up only being 2 of my friends and I, because a lot of people weren't feeling well. Point is, I was in the front. Got in the front. It wasn't hard. I was between like the front and like, I was between the first row and like the first and a half row. Like, if someone got in front of me, then they would be against the railing. Like, it was like that. Like, I was just that close. I was in the front. They were behind me, / on the side of me. And when I tell you, their jaws dropped. Like, they were the ones who told people in school the next day I got to school. There was a group of people, and when I got there, they were like, oh my gosh, like, Nicole, da da da. So again, say all that to say, don't feel like your fantasies and your ideas are just that. They could literally be, I feel like they're things, like, we speak a lot into existence. Like, we have the power of life and death on our tongues. Like, be careful what you say. That's number 1. But also, wishful thinking doesn't have to just be wishful thinking. It could literally be you speaking into existence, speaking to fruition, manifesting, however you want to phrase it. God placed these ideas on our hearts for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always just in your head, like, delusionally. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say, don't ever feel like your dreams or anything like that is too big or crazy or outlandish or will never happen. Which brings me to say, one day back in 2013, 2014, I voiced to my roommate at the time, hey, like, I really want a clothing line. Like, I don't even know what we were talking about. And she was like, you should do it. And honestly, that, I will thank her. That piece right there was something I needed to hear. Because I remember a year or 2 prior, I had said to one of my best friends, I really want to start a YouTube channel. And she's like, what are you going to do? It was, and you shouldn't ever let anyone stop you, but there's just certain things that at certain times you might need to hear to help that light bulb go off. Like, take that spark and like fuel it. You know what I mean? So I kind of felt like, oh, dang. And now fast forward, she wants to do YouTube. She's into like social media stuff, TikTok and all that, which is nice. It's great. It's great. I'm inspiring her to get a business, all that stuff. Great. But I'm saying at the time, and she doesn't really remember this, but at the time, it's just things that stick with you. So for this particular time, my roommate was like, you should. That was the exact little spark, that little thing that fueled my spark that I needed to hear at that moment. So I started sketching on the ground in my room. I was a full-time student and I worked 2 jobs. So sketching on the ground in my room. And then I just felt like, and that was most likely the enemy / self-doubt, because it's not always the enemy. It's us, we're our own little enemies sometimes, you know what I mean? So I felt like, Nicole, what are you doing? Like, you're a whole student. You have jobs. Like, this, how are you going to have a clothing line? Like, after the stories I've told y'all, like I said, this is 2013, 2014. So all the things, younger Nicole, 2009, getting sang to by this specific celebrity, fanciful Nicole, let herself have self-doubt. Like, dang, you're right. Like, you're right, Nicole. Or you're right, enemy. I don't even know who put that on the mag. Probably was the enemy. But I don't want to give him too much credit because it could have been me myself. And so I stopped and I was just like, man, dream deferred, basically. And I fasted and prayed 2019. So I was feeling stuck at my job. Still my job. I just do it from home. But at the time, I just feel used and abused. Still do. Used and abused. And I'm so excited for the day God tells me it's time to go. It's time to leave this behind. Thank you for the opportunity. But Artistic Truth and anything and everything else it's time to put in the forefront. And God, I claim and trust that will be soon. So, anyway, so yeah, so I feel like I hurt. Y'all, this is a real life like moment right now. I feel like I heard like it is now, but I'm gonna have to pray on that in a bit. Anyway, so see, now I feel weird. God and I are gonna have to speak on this soon. So after this is finished, so yeah, so I fasted and prayed, and God literally said, what about Artistic Truth? Because, let me go back a little bit. So I had the name after in 2013, 2014, when I voiced that to my friend later. If it was 2014, then later that year, I had the name. I was hanging out with my hometown friends, my best friends, when I went to go visit for the holidays. And it was this little meme or graphic that I'll show you a picture of it, like right here if I grab it. But it's like artists are like the weirdos, the misfits, the poets, things like that. And the name came to me. It was like Artistic Truth, but at the time I spelled it like Artistic Truth, like artistic with the vowels, the way you spell artistic truth. And didn't speak on it. I just knew. I think I spoke to my best friends like, oh my goodness, it's the name. Created Instagram. It's like Artistic Truth Official, which you could type on Instagram. It's just blank because I can't sign into it. Created an email, like all this stuff. So my other friend Priscilla, shout out to PJ. I pray you're doing well. If you come across this video, girl, comment down below because we gotta talk. We gotta reconnect. Anyway, and it was between. So yeah, that, and then I would call it Authentic Truth because like I just felt like, I don't know, I would get the two mixed up, but at the end of the day, Artistic Truth is authentic, period. Or per, as the kids say. So yeah, that was 2013, 2014 is when I voiced it. 2014, I think I used it for the first time as a hashtag in 2015. Had the name. Created Instagrams and all that in 2015. And then left it alone for years. And in 2019, God revealed to me like Artistic Truth, like pick that back up. Like what about Artistic Truth? What about your clothing brand? What about your fashion company? Like do that, pursue that. And when I tell you how at that time in 2013, 2014, it felt so unattainable, that at that moment after fasting and praying, it became so clear. I mean, customers were coming in, like business customers, dropping gems, not even specifically talking to me about me. It was just what they were saying. It was exactly what I need to hear. God aligned everything so perfectly. And again, I have so much to share with you all. Please help me figure out how you want to see it, because I was thinking a documentary initially, and now I have over 500 gigs of footage and I'm not even finished yet. That's just what I have on the hard drive. I still need to get things from my phone, from iCloud. So it's a lot, and I'm just becoming overwhelmed. Like, something that I'm very excited about now is feeling like I don't even know where to begin, and I don't want to let this information go in vain. You know what I mean? Like, everything I've learned, I have a trademark. Like, everything I've done with Jesus. File the sole proprietorship, file the LLC, file the taxes. What else? Everything. The logo was in partnership with one of my close friends, and now it's because I extracted pieces of it. Working on our brand guide, which I already have, but there's things that have been, changing and strengthening up. Everything, every step of this business I have done. The website, from the way it started to the way it looks now to the way it's gonna be. Just God brings these gems to me to help me understand. The trademark, file that. Me and Jesus and I did that, and it's right there. I look at it all the time. So please just let me know, would you like the content by the topic, like how to file your business name, or how to create a business name, like how to start a business idea, name, legalization? Like, do you want that? How to register for a trademark? Again, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an accountant, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm sharing my journey. How do you want me to share my journey with y'all in a way that possibly could and hopefully will help y'all? Do you want it by topic? Do you want it just documentary style, just show what I can? Like, that's the thing. It's so much footage that I really just don't know where to begin, and that's why I feel stagnant in a way. But when I watch content, I'm like, wow, I could really answer these questions. You know what I'm saying? Or Q&A. Do you want me to do like a Q&A, and I kind of, if it's by topic, I'll group all the common questions and show a video of like my journey with it at that time, and just show a different, like a montage of footage? Let me know, y'all. I really don't want the footage to go to waste. And I claim, trust, pray, and believe that it won't. So, and that it'll help others. So, yeah. I really love helping people. I love being creative. I don't like routine necessarily. And I love giving back / I know that there's a huge importance to do better with anything that I did. I knew what I wanted out of my company was to help others to do better the world, and give back. So, RTSTC Truth is a sustainable luxury. So we're sustainable luxe. Okay, I want luxe to be, I want to change the faces I want to update the faces of sustainable luxury. I want the idea of sustainable luxury to change, to look different. Because when you think sustainability, I'm sure you have an image in your mind. You have certain stores in your mind, certain colors in your mind, and it doesn't have to be that. I want to diversify sustainable luxury. That's it. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to diversify sustainable luxury. I want it to become more accessible. And also, with y'all's demand, companies will have to supply. We need to save this planet. What's happening in Texas is not normal. That's not okay. It's not political. It's just fact. Fact is, we're experiencing climate change at a rapid rate, and we only have so much time to even try to shift it, for the better. And I'm just proud that RTSTC Truth is a part of that combating of climate change and just bettering the environment. Every decision at a, like one decision at a time. Literally every decision I make, I have to make sure it's a conscious effort to be eco-conscious. Like it's think of organic food and conventional food. Organic food costs more, sustainable, everything costs more. It's already expensive business when it comes to fashion and things like that. A lot of people cut corners. No shade, it's just true. And then so that impacts how people source their materials, where they're sourcing it, the conditions that people are working in, because you're trying to cut corners and save a buck, but also make so much of a profit because you're charging people astronomically. Something that costs 10 cents to make, you're charging $1,000 or $110. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you didn't care about who made it, how they made it, the conditions that they have to live in, the money that they received, how they have to use that and survive, like barely survive. No. So I make sure everything is done ethically. Every place we source something from is done ethically, sustainably. It's very important to me. It's very important to me. Another thing is we work with artists to help provide them with more paid opportunities, because for some reason y'all like to, and not, maybe not you specifically watching this, but if it is you, let's rethink it. A lot of people like to write off art as like a hobby, not a job, not the way people you know, have their means of literally survival and providing. People think like, oh, you could do this, can you draw this for me, can you paint this for me, like as if the materials are free itself, at least as if people's time is free, you know. And I just didn't like that. And I feel like, again, with that similar like A&R idea behind it, the way Young Nicole had, is like, I want to help bridge that gap between artists, creatives, and paid opportunities. So our collections, our collabs are one of ones. When they're sold out, that's it. We don't bring it back. We may work with the artists again down the line, but we don't bring the same pieces back. One, that helps cut down on wasted materials. Two, it gives us a chance to work with more than one artist, and like I said, without wasting too many materials, because I don't want the collections necessarily to overlap, if that makes sense. Like, we're not doing a collection every single month. I don't see that right now, because one, that will be a lot of materials that are needed, because every collab will have different assets and marketing and all that to it, like keepsakes and like card inserts and things like that, about the artist, so that people can continue to connect with them and support them and find out what they're doing next and just stay up to date. That I don't want to have too much going on and too many supplies being used unnecessarily. So yeah, right now we are hoping to have our next collection out very soon. God gave me the new date, the new month, and I think the new date came with the date very recently, but the month was about a few weeks ago. God was like, nope, you think you were gonna do it February, March? No, you're doing it another time. That's gonna align very well with the collection, so, as well as the artist. So I'm very excited about that. RTSTC Truth is a sustainable luxe fashion company, and we collab with fellow artists to help provide them with more paid opportunities while giving back and caring for the environment. And we encourage you all to do the same. At RTSTC Truth, we encourage and empower you all to create your truth, speak your truth, live your artistic truth without apology, insecurity, or insult. So yes, that is us. And right now I'm wearing the Linux Crew in gold. This is a sample, so it's a one of one, because I want to see how people felt about this color, and a lot of you really like this color. So maybe this fall, maybe, if you want to know and stay up to date, follow us across all social medias at RTSTC Truth. This is my personal account, but I'll have RTSTC Truth, the little circle right here. Follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let me know again what y'all want to see on there, because I have an idea for RTSTC Truth's channel. Like, a lot of it will be collection drop visuals, along with like maybe behind the scenes, and then this will be like mostly, if it's business related, be like the journey, like vlogs, things like that. But that 500 gigs plus, let me know what you want me to do, how you want me to break down the videos, what will help you all to follow along our journey and potentially help you with your business endeavors. Sign up for our emails when you go onto our website, www.shopartistictruth.com. Link that down below. Check us out. We are partnered with Klarna. Shout out to Klarna, to help you all experience the sustainable luxe, make better eco-conscious decisions, help give back. Because I don't know if I mentioned, every purchase, we donate a portion of every sale to a nonprofit that celebrates and supports creativity and or the environment. So your money is going far. It's helping so many causes beyond yourself, beyond us. It's helping the world. It's helping others. Please, we are the gift that keeps on giving. Check us out. Sign up for our emails. When you go into our website, it'll be a pop-up. And yes, and you also get to read a little bit more about us for any reason that if I didn't cover anything at all. I have so many things running through my mind, so many things that I want to say. Like I said, I have so many ideas that it's a little hard to like keep up sometimes with myself. So if I didn't say something, I think I did, because like I said, I filmed this months ago, and I'm trying to make sure I cover every single thing. But check out our Who We Are page on our website. Sign up for the emails and you'll get a little bit of a story from me, meet the founder, and the things I'm hoping to do and where I'm hoping to go and take Artistic Truth and everyone that supports us and who we support, where we're trying to go, what we're trying to do. We're trying to truly, and we are going to truly positively impact and influence the world. And we all need each other to do it and make a real positive, lasting change. So, with that being said, y'all, I have to go. I just filmed another video before this. I will see y'all later. Hopefully the glare didn't get on your nerves too much, or the reflection or anything like that. You see some pieces behind us. But yeah, everything. If you want a packaging video, things like that, let me know. Like, let me know what y'all want to see on here and Artistic Truth. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing wonderfully. Stay lovely, stay blessed. Always strive to be your best. I love you. I love you. Lovely days. Oh, by the way, what I was going to say, like I said, my mind is just always running. We have the Linux crew in a beautiful tan color. These are compostable. We're not new to this. We're true to this. I don't know how to play. So these are compostable garment bags. So you can literally throw it in the dirt and it will disintegrate. You probably can't really tell, but it's like a beautiful tan color. Y'all love the Linux crew in tan, so this just look in a beautiful tan color. I'm trying to start a picture right here, but y'all went crazy. We're gonna have to do something special for sure. It might be this for fall. We'll see. It might be embroidered. I don't know. You ain't hear that from me. I don't know. But like I said, I gotta go. Stay lovely, stay blessed. Always strive to be your best. I love you. Lovely days. Take care. Stay prayed up. Keep the faith. Trust in God always. Later.